You've been programmed and you don't realize it. Your subconscious mind is running your life. The matrix is not outside of you, it's inside of your beliefs. You work hard, you stay responsible, but things don't change. What if the real issue isn't the effort, but your subconscious programming? You say you want freedom, but your habits say survival. Go to school, go to work, pay your bills, wake up, start all over again. 6 months, a year, 10 years, and beyond. Most people never break out of this thing that I call the matrix. It's because they never upgrade their mental operating system. My name's Mark, aka Create Lifestyle, and I help people break out of the matrix so they can experience freedom, abundance, peace of mind, residual income, while leaving a powerful legacy. Today I want to talk to you about a classic book. It's impacted millions of people. It's called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and it's by Joseph Murphy. And I've been talking a lot about programming, mental programming, your subconscious mind, and the power of it. But this book, it really breaks it down. It's not just another self-help book. It is a gentleman that studied like the world's religions, and he discovered something powerful. He discovered behind all of them that it's the same principle. It's the power of your subconscious mind. And if you don't understand how your subconscious mind works, you will unconsciously stay stuck no matter how hard you try. Especially if you're over 50, because it's so ingrained inside of your psyche. You don't need to start over. You just need to begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. This mind is a powerful thing. I used to love how back in the day there used to be a commercial. It was put out by the United Negro College Fund. And they used to say, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And it is so true. But basically your mind, it's a two-part system. You have your conscious mind, which is like the captain of a ship. It makes all the decisions. And then you have your subconscious mind. It's like the crew. It jumps to it promptly. Is that a word? Promptly. It jumps to it, whatever you tell it. It never disagrees with you. It never argues with you. It just follows you. So if you say things like, I'm not good with money, or I always fail, or I'm too old, it's too late, your subconscious mind is saying this is understood, and it goes to carry out those orders. And like, this is the law of mentalism in action. Mentalism is everything is mind. So the law of your mind, it says whatever you consistently think about becomes your reality. There was another gentleman named Earl Nightingale, and his mantra was, you become whatever you think about. And he called it the strangest secret. So whatever you constantly think about, you eventually become. So you have to really tame this thing that we call our minds and get control of it. So your dominating thoughts become your instructions. Your subconscious mind filters reality to match your beliefs. This ties into my whole conversation of we're living in a matrix, which is this illusion governed by, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, a little deep right now, but it's all proven and governed by quantum physics that basically explains that everything is particles. And if you go down and reduce it all down to its smallest part, molecules and atoms, that's what we have. And these things are all malleable, meaning that you can mold them and you can change them into whatever you want them to be. And all this is proven in quantum physics. And all this comes down to even your thoughts. Even your thoughts are things or molecules and atoms that eventually materialize into our reality. And this is all governed by how we think, which if you want to change your life, you have to change your thoughts. You have to really get control of your mind. I have this whole package. It's in, if you go to myconsciousturnkey.com, and conscious is spelled with an S in there, myconsciousturnkey.com, not only is there a residual income component there that is the centerpiece of this website and offer, but it has a habit tracker that helps you begin to tame your mind by giving you a place to put affirmations that you can visit every day, a place that you can have a vision board and create one digitally and be able to look at that every day and be able to program your subconscious mind, along with a host of many other things. So go to myconsciousturnkey.com, and again, conscious has an S in there. So, whatever you believe, which is the law of your mind, is what your subconscious mind filters out, and it matches your beliefs. If you believe money's hard, so it is, you're going to notice a struggle. If you believe opportunities are everywhere, you'll start seeing them everywhere. There's this thing called the reticular activation system. You may have heard of it, but basically whatever your mind locks in on, it begins to attract it to you or have you notice. Everything is all there, but it helps you notice it. For instance, if you buy a blue car, let's say, and then all of a sudden notice how many blue cars are on the road, that's your reticular activating system. And it's the same thing happens with our reality as it pertains to the things that we want in life. So negative programming, it works the same way. In the book, Murphy calls it heterosuggestion. I call it being part of the matrix. These are the beliefs that were put into us by our parents, by our teachers, by our society, by the media. Everything, everywhere you go, everybody's planting beliefs in you. Work, play it safe, work until you're 65, don't take any risks, be practical, be realistic, nothing will work. And these things get planted in our minds, and that's what we play out. But bear in mind, you need some leverage to really break out of this matrix. And again, go to myconsciousturnkey.com and see what it is that we're doing to help people break out of this matrix. So you have to reprogram your subconscious mind according to Murphy. And it's done by visualization. It's done by creating mental movies in your mind. There's something called the sleep technique, which I've learned is very powerful. Before you fall asleep, start thinking about the things that you want, the things you want to do, things you want to be, things you want to have. And this is where the magic happens, like according to Neville Goddard, who was one of the fathers of this whole law of attraction conversation. But that's a major time point, a few minutes before you fall asleep. So understand that all your wealth and success, it starts in your mind. You can't resent wealthy people. Envy, you can't envy other people's success. You got to wish them well and congratulate them. You got to become aligned with what you want. Wealth is consciousness before it turns into currency. You got to think that you're there. The bottom line is you're not a victim of circumstances. You're the programmer, your subconscious mind, it takes the orders. So what identity are you going to issue it today? Again, if I'm making sense with you, go to myconsciousturnkey.com. This is where we talk about aligning your mindset, show you a system of residual income, help you break out of the matrix. And as always, peace, one love, and control your destiny.